He could start a nuclear war just by whistling into a payphone. A federal prosecutor actually said this to a judge to justify keeping a man in solitary confinement, and the American justice system believed it. They were so afraid of this alleged techno-sorcerer who supposedly could speak in binary over a modem that they held him in complete isolation for 8 months. So how did one man make the US government this paranoid? If you're ready, dim the lights a little, because today we're diving into the story of the world's most wanted hacker. This is the story of Kevin Mitnick. In the late 80s and early 90s, he was a digital ghost, the first computer hacker to make the FBI's most wanted list, though calling him just a hacker would be an injustice because he was so much more. Mitnick's story didn't begin with supercomputers, but with a simple bus ticket. At just 12 years old, growing up in Los Angeles, Mitnick discovered he was better at manipulating people than cracking code. He convinced a bus driver he needed a hole punch for a school project, and without any real effort, he rode the entire city for free using unused transfer tickets he'd collected from the trash. He called this social engineering, the art of exploiting people's natural instinct to trust and to help. It was a lesson he would soon carry all the way to the highest levels of corporate power. By age 16, Mitnick was breaking into Digital Equipment Corporation's massive system, known as the ARC. He didn't use some complex technical exploit. He simply called a system administrator, posed as a senior programmer who'd forgotten his password, and within minutes, he had the keys to the network. At first, he was just a trophy hunter, stealing source code to prove he could, but his ambition and greed quickly pulled him into a far more dangerous game. In 1992, he vanished. For 2.5 years, he lived as a federal fugitive, a ghost in the wires. He used fake identities, stolen credit cards, cloned phones to hide his location, and even wiretapped the FBI's own communications to stay one step ahead. At one point, he was bold enough to leave a box of donuts for the agents tailing him. But at Christmas in 1994, his ego led him straight to a rival who was just as sharp as he was. Mitnick broke into the computer of security expert Tsutomu Shimomura. This wasn't just a hack, it was personal. Shimomura teamed up with the FBI, tracking Mitnick's cloned phone signals and digital footprints, following the trail all the way to an apartment in North Carolina. At 1:30 a.m. on February 15th, 1995, by their own account, the massive manhunt finally came to an end. The government initially claimed Mitnick had caused nearly $300 million in damages. But the real debate was only just beginning. The Free Kevin movement turned Mitnick into a digital civil rights icon. His supporters, those who saw him as a symbol, hacked major sites like Yahoo to protest what they saw as the overreaction of a technologically illiterate system. After 5 years in prison, Mitnick pulled off one of the greatest transformations in history, from the FBI's most wanted list to the government's most trusted advisor. He spent the rest of his life as an elite white hat, proving to the entire world that even the most expensive firewalls are useless against someone who knows how to talk to the person holding the keys. Kevin Mitnick passed away in July 2023. But his legacy lives on in the billion-dollar security awareness industry we see today. He proved one crucial truth about the cyber world. You can't patch human stupidity. Digital convenience comes with risk. Every click has a cost. Your strongest defense is awareness. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Stay safe.